sure definitely keep you posted on it.
Yeah, oh, they will, yeah, definitely.
And happy,
yeah. And the WA matches, will they be local or will they be
they're,
out of state? Or?
Yeah, they're all over. They travel, mostly they're in Maine. February 5th they're in, I think, Springvale or Rockland, Maine, and then the 6th is Springvale, Maine. Then the 11th is Springfield, Mass, and then the 12th is South Windsor, Connecticut.
Right.
So they travel all over, and I have to travel with them. So it's definitely a great opportunity, and I'm very grateful to them for giving me the opportunity that they gave me.
And some of the titles you have are?
The best.
There you go.
That's the only title I need. The best.
There you go. There you go. And we see that on your website all the time.
If you want to see what the best look like, tune in and you're getting to see the best.
That's it. That's it. You're seeing the three of us.
But you show on your website some of your clips from your matches, and I find those to be quite interesting too, to see how you move in the ring. Yeah,
I have some stuff on YouTube and also on my website. I think you can go on there and take a look at some of the matches and all the little stuff, interesting stuff that I do, and that makes Joseph von Schmidt. So.
And we got your name up there. We got your website posted on there. And are there any phone numbers that you do, or anything like that?
My favorite phone number to give out is 867-5309.
Don't
call me. I'll call you.
There you go.
I had to do that. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, and so yeah, definitely, and it's a really a lot of fun to see matches. We not that long ago, we're at Crosby High School. We saw Bull Dread, and we see Ron Zombie. We've seen of course Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and we saw Brett, the Hitman, do a stand up and talk in the ring. That was really something, and we've seen a lot of different things, and.
Yeah, Connecticut's a big area. The WWE's headquarters is here, and so you have definitely a lot of wrestling around. There's more things out there than WWE and TNA, of course, and then there's things called Ring of Honor, and NWA on Fire. There's just so many places. If you're a real wrestling fan, and you want to branch out and see the different types of wrestling that are out there, just Google wrestling in the New England area, and you'll have a whole list of stuff, and you never know what you might like out there.
Do you think well, this I don't know, kind of a question this would be to ask, but I mean, for wrestling, do you think people should get into that? I know that's kind of a silly question, or it depends, I suppose, on the individual. Do you think it's something that somebody should take up?
I think you have to do what you love. Basically, that's it. If you love something, then that's what you do.
Right.
Don't be a wrestler just because you think it's going to lead to fame and fortune and all that, because 9 times out of 10 it won't. If you love acting, go into acting. If you love gymnastics, do gymnastics. If you love just whatever, if you love being a taxi driver, it doesn't matter what you do as long as you love what you do. That's what makes you truly happy in life. That's what I believe.
Right. Let me add to that. Tell us about the thing you were just telling us before the show. You have a little pain, maybe? Is wrestling for real? Pain is.
Wrestling's for real. I'm recovering from a back injury right now, and on my last day on the tour of NWA, I took a bad fall, and I jammed my shoulder. So I have 2 injuries that I'm fighting with right now, which is kind of I have to take off until at least the 16th to try to recover before I get back on the road again.
So I would never even know looking at you.
The kids should leave it to the professionals. As much as you enjoy it on TV.
And get your proper training. There's no shortcuts to anything. Anything you try to take a shortcut to is most likely going to fail. You have to go the long and steady road and the right way. Learn whatever you want to learn the right way, the first way, and you'll be successful a lot quicker than trying to take shortcuts. A lot of guys don't know that. They try to take shortcuts, and once you come into a shortcut like that and something happens and you don't know how to handle the situation because you weren't trained properly, your career is quite possibly over right there.
So often you see, and I know there's been cases where somebody would try to, do a pile driver on their sister or their brother and end up killing them.
Yeah,
backyard wrestling and all that sort of thing.
Well,
really
there have been deaths in the ring, in the professional wrestling arena.
So how much more it would take to be an amateur.
Paralyzed and things like that. So that's why I love wrestling myself, but I wouldn't advocate anybody to do it other than people like you say that have the training and the experience like you've had.
They'd have to grow up into the training of it to become professional. I mean,
like what we were saying is like 9 years I've been into it, and all the 9 years, I mean, besides I took 2 years off in my career, like 4 years in because of an injury and other certain issues, but up until the whole time where I was in wrestling, I trained. Like, I never just trained for like 6 months and was like, oh, I'm a trained wrestler, I'm going to go wrestle now.
Right.
I train, even to this day, I still train.
Right.
I don't know everything yet, and I've been doing it 9 years. So you got to still keep your training and focus on getting yourself better, keeping yourself protected, and learning the tricks of the trade.
I've seen you down at Waterbury wrestling and training. I mean, I remember I came down there that night. You said you were going to head off, and I went down there. I wanted to see.
Yeah.
And you were there, and you were training.
Yeah.
And you were teaching, and you were training. It's unbelievable. I mean, I've seen you do it. So what you're saying is true. You're no faking about this. And it's like you say, Ron's on. I mean, same thing. He blew on his knee. I mean, the pain is very much real. The risks are very real. You got to know what you're going to get involved in when you go in there. Personally, myself, there's not enough money to to do something like that. But I'm not a wrestler.
So, yeah, exactly. You're a
but
runner.
you might be, Speedo.
You're a runner and a TV show host. The things that you love to do, and that's what you do, and that's why you're so happy. And that's why you're a joyous guy to be around. You do what you love. You don't.
You might be a wrestler when I chair shot him and point to you.
Yeah.
How's that?
I'll
be running.
Goodness, oh my God.